Crafted comedy
by Grey Wolf.
It's the talk of people in the know. Welcome to the G Block Show.
Get your daily funny fix with America's funniest curmudgeon as he has a filled day of fun with the tabloids. All right, here's one of my favorite. You guys know Rocker Talker, right? Yeah, I love him. Oh, yeah, he's great. Love Rocker Talker. He's fantastic. All right, well, Rocker Talker, he talks a lot about Alice Cooper. Well, here's a story here about Alice Cooper. It says here, ghoulish rocker Alice Cooper and his dancer wife, Cheryl. You got all these different wives, he's got, walker wife and sleeper wife and sitter wife and driver wife. And now this one's apparently his dancer wife, Cheryl Goddard. With a name like that, you've got to be good. Right? It starts out God and then it ends Dard. So, we'll just go with that. So it says here, they're so attached to each other that they made a death pact vowing to go together. I like that, personally. I don't see a thing wrong with it. No, I don't. I'm saying to my wife, I'm going, and guess who's coming with me? The ultimate. And that way I don't ever have to worry about, paying her $20 million to keep her mouth shut or anything like that. So that's nice. I think that's wonderful. I think if you really love someone, you live with them, just enough of this. I'm serious, enough of this BS until death do us part. What are you talking about, death do us part? Death is nothing, baby. Love will keep us together forever. Death do us part. Gee. Way to go, Alice. Way to go, AC. Love ya. Love ya. And a big shout out to the Rocker Talker, too, for talking about AC. Yeah, right. That's right. Okay. Sex cult gurus. What do we got? Sex cult gurus. I've always thought, I don't know about you guys, I have always thought about joining a sex cult. I'm not about to just join just any old cult, but, if it's a sex cult, sign me up. At least give it a try. It says here, sex cult gurus paradise of pain. Now that's kinky, I'm sorry, I'm not into that stuff. I'm just not, I like it. I like it to be not painful. But, if that's your thing, go ahead. Like John Cougar, it hurts so good. Like, okay, we know where we got it. We got it, pal. Right? You made a fortune off that, didn't you? No, you mean John Mellencamp. Yeah, I do. But, he was a cougar back then, which is kind of weird. Cougar. When I think of cougars, I think of an older woman going after. But anyways, you know who I'm talking about. Mellencamp, which when I think of Mellencamp, I'm sorry, but I always think of this camp. It just happens. I can't help it. I just think of this camp full of melons. Like our camp for melons. They know where melons go in the summer for camp. So, I don't know. Yeah, then I think of the camp, and then the next thing I know, I'm thinking of cougars coming into the camp eating the melons. It just, I don't know, just doesn't work. Maybe just call himself John. Just leave it at that. Just John. Yeah, like, Elvis. I like it. That would eliminate all this stuff. So, anyways, Paradise of Pain, this guru, Paradise of Pain, sex cult, is newly convicted, just like he was just like married, like newly married, newly convicted. Congratulations, Keith Raniere, or whatever your name is. That's another name I don't care for. Iere. Can't even pronounce it. It's a weird name. We'll just call him Keith. Is facing spending the rest of his life in a cage for running a twisted cult that tortured, enslaved, and branded. Branded? My God, he branded gals, not girls, but gals. You can't believe, right? I'd love to write for one of these things. He branded gals. Like, okay, well, whatever. Think about it, then call me later. For kinky cravings. Did he brand them for their kinky cravings, or was it his kinky cravings that caused him to brand them? That's what I want to know. Says otherwise, it's like, okay, you've got this kinky craving, you get this brand. I don't know. Like, kind of like some kind of marketing thing he's got going there on in the sex cult. He did this while posing, apparently himself, as a self-improvement guru. So it's like, okay, it's like, okay, we're going to step this up. This is the kind of kinky stuff you like. We're going to go ahead and give you a brand. How does that sound? We're going to brand you. That way it's easier to market you, and it'll be a big improvement. I love it. Okay, but that's only if you're a gal. That's just for gals, not girls or women. Thank goodness. But yeah, this is the kind of cult that I would stay away from, personally. I just would. Not into it. Thank you very much. So, anyways, he's convicted. Apparently faces life. Now, get this. Now, this is, I don't know if you call this punishment or not, but get this. Now, this has got to be the most severe punishment he could ever get. He faces life of hard time. He faces life of hard time. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that'll teach you. Yeah, and what do you want to bet? He'll be branded a criminal. Yeah, I bet so. Well, I tell you what, he's getting what he deserves. And now you can have Very Salty make you a personal message video or a business ad video for really cheap. Everybody loves Very Salty for his shows and cheap videos. Yes, he's America's funniest curmudgeon, and he really likes you. I really like you. Go to gblockshow.com now. That's the letter G, BLOCKSHOW.com. We're just going to have a great time, and that's why I invite your suggestions. Any ideas you have, I welcome them. Go to www.gblockshow.com. It's the show for the rest of us. It's the show for the best of us. I'm Very Salty, and you'll be glad you did. Go now. It's free, and you're going to love it. Go to gblockshow.com now. Now, come on. What are you waiting for, an invitation? Well, I do those too.